Pac-Man 256. Consider straight away that I'm giving a 6 to a game that essentially amounts to a high score chase. That should answer the question of whether or not this thing is worth owning or investing time in. Not only do I find the flow state of the gameplay relaxing yet challenging, but I also find this way more rewarding than playing old school Pac-Man. Do I miss the structure of set stages and the idea that you could eventually beat the game? Of course. But there's plenty to be said about the magic of what the gameplay here accomplishes. Not counting the ghost-eating pellets, there are 21 power-ups to play with and level up. You can kit your character out with 3 of them at a time. The game can be played with up to 4 friends. You're given challenges to chase, as well as loot boxes at random containing coins to level your powers. Each ghost has a very learnable pattern. The procedural generation of the stages keeps runs feeling fresh. Pretty much everything you do is tracked for easy viewing of high scores and so on. The chaos increases the further you go in a given run. You can change the look of characters and stages. You're racing the glitch clock at the bottom of each screen, so you can't hang around in one area for too long. And you're rewarded with a wipe of all active ghosts if you can line 256 pellets without any gaps. Basically, this one's a blast to engage with when you simply want something that feels classical but fresh and has almost no barriers to entry. Obviously, because I'm only calling it good, despite how much I dig it, things could be better. Any goals here eventually feel like a hamster wheel if played for too long in one sitting. No bosses, no story, no versus mode, no progressing power-ups and co-op, some occasionally unfair RNG, super high prices to level up things those last few times, and no platinum. So it may be one of my favorite exclusively high-score chasing games, but it is ultimately never going to offer many more reasons to play beyond that. I'm currently working on 100%ing the trophy list, and it was fun until it came to that grindy last trophy. But I still have a good time every time I turn this on. It truly sucks that they killed the ability to progress when playing with friends, and I don't think I'm ever going to get good enough to be setting world record scores, but this is something most anyone can enjoy. Because you're able to revive teammates, even playing with young kids doesn't get frustrating. And whether chasing a 256, trying to complete the current objective, or eyeing that new high score mark, there are lots of ways to approach each run or even change your goal on the fly. The trophy chase is mostly a matter of unlocking and upgrading all power-ups to max level. But there are also some neat yet interestingly challenging ones too, such as landing a 256 or eating 16 ghosts without a break in pellet mode. Super grindy toward the end, so I wouldn't recommend it strictly for the trophies, but they do provide a nice incentive to keep revisiting this undeniable charmer. Definitely one you'll turn to when you've got friends over.